Hey, my name is Lane, and I really believe that Bono is the only person capable of saving the world.
Nameless.
Everybody thinks that Bono's like pretentious, smug, and full of himself. Like he has the audacity to believe that he could actually save the world. And I thought that too when I first saw him. I mean, the first vivid memory I have, like first encountering this band, was I saw a poster for their 2000 album, All That You Can't Leave Behind, on my teacher's wall in like my 10th grade class. And like I just couldn't stand the way the guy looked. He had these wraparound glasses, a leather jacket, and like these black jeans, and he looked like he was posing as a rock star. It just looked like so phony and ridiculous. So Bono wears those glasses everywhere. Like he wears them on Ellen, he wears them in the shower, he wears them when he's meeting with President Obama. I saw a picture of him on George Bush's ranch wearing them. They were outside, so it made sense. But usually, like, he'll wear them anywhere. Bono would do these characters. One of them was The Fly, who was like this egomaniac rock star that looked just like Bono, except he had a leather jacket on. Bono had this character called Mephisto he wore like heavy makeup, devil horns, a gold suit, and gold boots. And he would come out on stage and just make phone calls to his famous friends and like talk about how he couldn't get a girlfriend. Fast forward to 2000, I hear this song on the radio called In a Little While. And this is, it might have been like the fourth single from this album. All That You Can't Leave Behind. But it was a ballad, and like U2 has always knocked ballads out of the park, and like this one really got to me. I was in a relationship at the time, and it just like helped me navigate the emotional complexities of being a teenager in a way I really appreciated. So I got on board with U2 kind of secretly after that. Like I'd still tell my friends that I hated Bono. So I went back in time and I realized that U2 is actually a good band in the 80s. I mean, they were incredible. So fast forward a couple years, this article comes out by Chuck Klosterman in Spin. It's called Mysterious Ways. And the question posed in the article is basically like, is Bono for real or is Bono full of shit? And it blew my mind because that's the question that was on everybody's mind. Or on my mind since I've become a huge U2 fan in the last couple of years. And in this article, Bono takes a group of teenagers on a joyride through the streets of Dublin, just outside of U2's headquarters. And Chuck Klosterman's along there with them, and he's asking these questions. He's like, is Bono only doing this because I'm here and he wants to be perceived as a good person? And then, you know, he expanded on that, like, is Bono just doing all the things he does, like all of his charity work with like One in the Red campaign, because he wants to be perceived as this redemptive person? And what I took from that article is that it doesn't matter why Bono is trying to save the world. All that matters is Bono is saving the world. And that's punk rock. He gets criticized a lot for his motivations. Like, is he only doing it to promote his own image? It's like if someone on Facebook posts, hey, I just donated to so-and-so, like, just to rack up likes. Like, Bono gets criticized for doing that on a much larger scale. My argument is, does it really matter as long as he's still doing the work? And if you look at Bono's record, he's actually done a lot to help eradicate poverty, starvation, and the spread of curable diseases. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, do you know any other rock star that's done that? So we all have that friend who's like a little annoying and a little outgoing, who like has these grandiose ideas. Like they always bite off more than they can chew. And you're always like, yeah. I mean, they make you feel bad for what you're not doing. And that's what Bono's doing for the entire world. Like Bono is taking these huge swings and these like massive risks, and everyone's like, no, you can't do it, you can't get it done. But I mean, Bono is the kind of person that if you were ever stuck in a snowstorm, he's the guy that's gonna come bail you out. Like, but he's not doing that just for you, he's doing that for the entire world. And sometimes he looks stupid. Sometimes he's driving a Hummer to do it. But guess what? He's pulling you out of the ditch. He's trying. And I think that's pretty cool to, you know, have the audacity to take on these big risks that don't pay off and make you look stupid. Like, Bono's not afraid to look stupid for something he cares about, which I think is amazing. That's a quality I like in someone who's going to save the world, which Bono will, but not as The Fly or Mephisto. Bono knows that we all think he's a joke, but he doesn't care. Like, he's beating us to the punchline every single time.
Nameless.